Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hang on a freaking minute, this damn coffee. Give me just a second. Getting ready to start about the path that the tornado of 1962 took in Milton, Florida. Hey everyone, I'm fixing to take you down the path of the destruction that the tornado of 1962 in Milton, Florida took. So here we go. We're starting out on Walnut Street, and if you notice, there's a lot of houses here now. I'm not sure these houses existed back then. I'm going to turn on to Cedar Street. My parents actually owned a home here a few years after the storm. They bought and purchased a home here, and everywhere that I'm driving right now is where the tornado plowed through. This is North Milton. And in just a second, if I can recognize the house, I'll show it to you. I never lived in that house. When I was born, they bought another house, but they still owned this one. Which one is it, Scotty? Okay, so I'm gonna show you that real quick. This is the house that my parents bought after the tornado. So I'm assuming that it took a few years to rebuild here. I know that there were trailer parks here. I'm pretty sure the trailer parks were on down the road where I'm fixing to take you next. That can be edited out. Okay. There's a dip coming. This dip's been here for as long as I can remember. Our school bus driver used to hit this thing going full force. She thought it was funny. But I'm not going to do that. Dip. Okay, so like I said, this is the path. Some of these houses may have existed back then. They're really old. You can tell they're 1960s homes, either 60s or 70s. Maybe earlier, but I believe the trailer park section where most of the people were killed is down this way, and we're headed that way now. God dang it. Okay, so we're coming up on Byram Street, and we're gonna take a right here. Again, this is the path that the tornado took. We're going to make a left right up here onto James Street. If I remember correctly, that Christine Bain, I've sort of martyred her in all of this tornado story. It's just a shame that the way she died and how young she was. But let me get pulled over here. This is supposed to be the address where her home once stood. As you can see, there are no houses here anymore. When I was a child growing up, this was called the projects, and even they've been torn down since. But in 1962, this is the address that I looked up where Christine Bain lived, and she was the one that was found dead on top of a tree. So is this the tree? Does the tree still even exist? There's also a tree here. But you can just imagine that day, the sky getting dark, people getting nervous, especially ones live in trailers, and it took them by surprise. You know, the state of Florida or our county decided to eliminate us from any kind of alert system for some reason, which I'm sure back then, as if today, you really can't predict a tornado. You can predict a hurricane and get ready for that, but you can't predict a tornado. And like I said, this was probably the trailer park at one time. It's a big lot of land, so I can imagine there were a whole bunch of trailers here. Okay, folks, I've got a lot more work to do. I've got people to interview. I just want to show you a little bit more about where the path of destruction took place and the documentary. Once I get it all put together, the interviews, I'll have it uploaded. Just make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications bell so you'll know when it's ready. Okay, this is my nephew coming out of some of the path of destruction from the woods. And some lady thought she could help me out, but I told her no. Making my way down to Hickory, then Walnut, because every bit of this, where I'm driving did not go unscathed that morning on March 31st, 1962. Think that lady will call the police to us?
No.
Like we were committing a crime.
It's not their property.
Right. Okay, this is Hickory Street. Another path, and I'm gonna take a left down here on Walnut. And it sounds like my mother is calling.
You have an incoming call.
This is Walnut Street. Another area that was affected by the storm. I believe somebody passed away.
You have an incoming call.
I believe someone passed away that lived on this street. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check the newspaper. But like I said, stay tuned. More coming.